Hey guys, haven't done a Vindex in a while. Good evening. It's Friday. Is it November 1st? Yeah, November 1st. Started a new buy bid board today, a Facebook group called GMTV BUY BID. So dealer friends, if you want to get with Give Me the VIN wholesalers and you're a dealer, add that group. Just put in the search bar GMTV space buy space bid. And I've got a good group of wholesalers that are manning that thing and give you immediate bids. We bought a lot of cars on there today. Love to see you guys join up so we can get to 1,000 members our first day. But we bought a 400 grander and a $10,000 one and everything in between. It's a lot of people wanted to know how they get to us without going through the consumer side. A lot of dealers want to know. And that's how you do it. GMTV BUY BID. Add yourself to the group, put your dealership name in there, we'll get right on it. The market this week was good. I think it's going to be better next week when Trump wins. And if he doesn't win, then I think it's going to be flat or maybe a little bit better because of the just pent-up fear of election fears. But I do believe if we have a Trump victory, then we're going to see I don't know if it's a rocket shot, but definitely an improvement, because the interest rates are going to come down, not day one, but the hope of them. The pressure from the Florida hurricanes, I don't know if it's going to be what we expected it to be. The car loss was not as large as it has been in the past. It was very coastal, not inland. Good friends in Florida told me that in the Orlando sale was a wreck. Hell, I don't think they had a sale for 3 weeks damn near. But the actual car loss was not that great, so it will not be that crazy hurricane hum like we've seen in the past. But again, there was car loss, so it will turn up. 23, 24 Accords are on stop sell. We're getting offered a lot of those right now, but they're pretty good still. So the independent guys are buying them. The franchise guys are not. They're not great, but they're not. Sometimes a stop sell will just wreck a market, and that's not what's happening on those cars. And Highline cars were a little spotty last Wednesday. They were fine, don't get me wrong, but still a little spotty. Whenever you get over 500 grand, and I know that's just stupid talking about because most guys don't dabble in that space. We do. It's just an edgy space. I mean, it can be great or it's just nothing. There were a couple of cars. I was 100 grand back of the money with no bids. I was like, forget it. Next car. And we'll just move along. We know where to handle some of that stuff, or we have to rerun it the next week and have a different result. But they're hot and cold. There's no guaranteed market on, over what I call super heavies, over 200, over 250. Big heavies. Heavies are over 100 grand. Super heavies are over 250. And that market can get spotty. McLarens, you better be penciled up and know what you're buying because they're all different. Huracans are good. Aventadors are good. Porsches have been great all year long, and this week they're not great. They're just there. They're good. So obviously supply's catching up. Don't catch yourself with a 2024 Stellantis product. You're going to get hurt. Every time one rolls up, I'm like, are we going to lose 3 grand or 4? And we think we bought them cheap enough, and we just didn't. Chrysler dealers are trying to sell their stores around the country, and there's no buyers for them. Not all, but there's some. This Chrysler thing's a real problem. They're back to being Chrysler full on, screwed up, bloated, undercapitalized, overstocked out the ass. And the good ones, the diesels here and there are good, but I also know that Chrysler put a 30%, or Sonic did, 30% discount on Chrysler products from sticker in the flood areas of the hurricane. So I tried to actually buy 2 new trucks because we have offices in the flood areas, but they wouldn't do that. I had to have my corporation filing in that zip code. Other than all, classic and collector car markets flat. The right one's fine, but they're not just kicking off like they were. I went to Barrett a couple of weeks ago and bought some cars and didn't rip anything. There was nothing ripped to be ripped, but there wasn't much overselling going on either. So, it's Halloween. It's between now and Thanksgiving. It's just that time of the year. The cycles are back on. high miles, 180,000 mile Ford truck. It's 30 grand. MMR's 48, and you think you bought it at 40 cheap enough? You didn't. Or 140,000 miles. That $30,000 price point on big miles, over 130,000 miles on big trucks is real again on all SUVs. That's where I see people getting hurt, and I see them getting hurt in we screw up 2024 anything almost, but 2024 Chrysler products, 2024 Mercedes. If it starts with a G, GLC, GLE, G anything besides G-Wagon, and it's 2024, you're gonna lose money. You just can't buy them cheap enough. You just can't. We sold a Rolls-Royce Cullinan in a 24 2 weeks ago for $305, call it. MMR is $360. And I might have the 100 wrong. I get screwed up on those big heavies. Was it $460 or $360? It was $360. Yeah, we sold it roughly $60,000 back of MMR, and we made like $1,800. Think about when you buy that $65,000 back of MMR ish, and you make $1,800. I mean, everybody who's in that transaction thinks that you're stealing. And then when you sell it, they're stealing. And then I think MMR dropped from 366 to 301 in 2 weeks, because I know a guy that has the same car. MMR's all over the place. MMR, you can't keep up with it. But yes, please do add our buy bid board. GMTV, give me the minute. GMTV buy bid. Join the Facebook group. Put your dealership name in there. If you're not dealer, we're not going to let you in. Your money needs to be good. Your word needs to be good. We're bidding cars and buying some, but you guys can too. It's just not for us. You can knock us off if you want. Don't be creepy about it. Just post it right there. Say, if we're 65 grand, say, hey, I'm 66. We can have a little auction. It's good. The competition's good. It's good for the cycle. So we're not trying to control the room. But a lot of people want to know. I mean, I get calls, hey, this company bid my car and they won't pay for it. It's happened a lot. Will you pay for it? And after the 10th time in the past week, I'm like, why don't we just make a board where people can get to our wholesale buyers? And that's GMTVBuyBid.com. Some of you guys know I'm in a kinky lawsuit that I filed in federal court, and I'm not supposed to talk about it, so I won't. But I can tell you we're in the right, or I wouldn't have done it. And if you want to know the truth, you can go to Pacer and pull the filings and read them. And there's the truth. It's just clean, clean, clean. I'm not a litigious person. I don't want to get in a bunch of lawyer bullshit. But when you get done that wrong, and you've got it on tape, on videotape, literally, then you've got to defend yourself. So, guys that know about that, there's the answer to your question. Guys that don't worry about it. It's no big deal. But it has affected a lot of trading for some people. So that is the Vendex today. And I will see you on the GMTV buy board. And got to get ready for the radio show in the morning. If you like bad humor, terrible humor, very bad taste, don't have your kids in the car, that's me. Saturday mornings, John Clay Wolf Show. And you can go to jcwshow.com. JohnClayWolf.com, jcwshow.com, stream it live on the YouTube thing, or just click stations near me. We're on, I think, 65 FM rock stations around the country, from DC to LA, and it is 4 hours live. It's 6 hours total coast to coast, but 2 of those hours are pre-recorded because I can't be funny for 6 hours, but I can try to be funny with my badass co-host for 4 hours. And it's got some car in it, and it's got some humor in it, and it's just got current events in it. So if you've never checked that out, give it a whirl. If you like that kind of talk radio, that's what we do on Saturday mornings. And I'll see you in the lanes. Thanks.